So why did I just write Milt Nelson died 1935 and then a big question mark on my board behind me? Milt Nelson is the only line of duty death in the Prestonsburg Fire Department's history. That question mark is there because nobody knows where he's buried. Prestonsburg Fire Department members reached out to me and asked me if I could help. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. You're getting a sneak peek of a little bit of how I do my research here. So here's his headstone. We know that he's buried. Find a Grave says he's buried in the West Prestonsburg Cemetery. So on Find a Grave, here's the West Prestonsburg Cemetery. It says there's 237 memorials. That's a pretty big cemetery. Here's where I'm running into trouble, and I think here's where they're running into trouble. Here's what we're seeing. That's all I can see. Chances are 237 graves is a much bigger area. The problem is over the years, it looks like it's all grown up. So I know what I'm looking for. Now I just gotta go put my feet on the ground, see if I can find it. All right, I am pulled over getting my bearings straight, and I'm gonna put the address for the West Prestonsburg Cemetery in my navigation. There's no parking area that I can find. Most of it looks like it's in the tree line. What I'm seeing that's cleared isn't matching. So I don't really know what I'm heading towards, but I want to find Milt Nelson. Find a Grave says he's there. So let's go see if we can find Milt, because I really want to go back to those Prestonsburg Fire Department members and say, I found your guy. I know this is not all there is to this cemetery. This one was just carved in this stone. Asleep in Jesus. There are a couple of things that are pretty suspicious to me about what I'm seeing right now, as far as it being the whole cemetery. And that is this one headstone is giving it away for me. I am facing east right now, okay? That headstone looks blank to me. I don't know about other places, but I know here in Appalachia, we bury our dead facing east. That goes back a long way with the Christian faith, is that they believe they're going to rise one day to face the Lord when he comes again. And that would be east. So, the fact that I'm seeing the back of this headstone and the fact that these others are facing me leads me to believe there's a lot more to that cemetery on the other side of this tree line. Why would you bury someone to where nobody could see your headstone? That's a big clue to why no one can find Milt Nelson's grave. I just have a hunch. We're going to find Milt Nelson in the woods. See, at some point, this must have been open because somebody's got a solar-powered light here. Mary Sweeney, James Patton. You see that? Headstone deep in the woods. I'm not going to step over in there simply because I know those are raised headstones, and Milt Nelson's, I'm almost positive, is flat. Guys, this is the end. Sort of. I don't believe it's the end. It's the end of what's... Oh, that's matter. It's the end of the cut cemetery. I've hit all four sides, top and bottom, east and west, and I'm not finding any Nelsons. And this looks like an old deer path, but it might open up over there. Okay. I'm almost on my hands and knees. there's still graves. I have to believe he's here because there's a picture of his headstone. There's one on the ground. Oh, wait. This one says Nelson. Suzanne. Man, is that his wife? Could this be Milt Nelson? The only Prestonsburg firefighter lost in the line of duty in 1935. It does. There he is. We found him! 1935. We found Milt Nelson. The only Nelsons I found in this whole cemetery. And I'm on my hands and knees. He's right there. Right there. Now, it was the Prestonsburg Fire Department that reached out to me and said they couldn't find him. He's the only line of duty death that Prestonsburg Fire Department's ever had since its inception in 1934. I don't know why, but he wasn't even named as a line of duty death until just a couple of years ago. The Kentucky Fire Commission recognized him as a line of duty death, but they didn't know where he was. They couldn't do anything that you would do for a hero, which our police, our fire departments, our first responders are our heroes. And Milt Nelson deserves for his grave to be decorated and for him to be honored as a hero. Now they can. So right now, I'm going to take this video to the fire department and let them know, heck, if they'll come with me, I'll bring him back. I want them to see this. I know how important it is to them, and I know how important this is to me. So I did exactly as I said I was going to do, and I went straight to the fire department, and I told the men and women there that Milt Nelson was no longer lost. They wanted to make sure, though, before they went up there, that they got the word out to the rest of the fire department so that anyone who wanted to go had the opportunity to go. So we set a date, and we agreed to meet that morning. But why I've got you here with me right now is because you were here with me when I wrote his name on the wall. And you're here when it comes off. I just pulled in up here. So, you know where I showed you the little map? Guys, I think I hear the fire department coming up the hill. I know they're going to come up in a couple side-by-sides so I can take them out to where Milt Nelson's buried. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous now.
Well, I was actually unaware for the longest time that we even had a line of duty death at Prestonsburg Fire Department. About 6 years ago, we started getting rumors that we did have a line of duty death in 1935. At that time, research started. Previous chief, he looked it up. You know, everybody started doing their own research. Selena took chief, I got promoted to captain, and I started doing even more research and reached out to Shannon to see if we could find it. Luckily, she was able to find the headstone where our fallen brother is laid to rest.
But we didn't know anything about this, and when the previous chief was here, we tried to do some research and find out, and until we actually found out that he was killed in West Prestonsburg and what happened to him, Tyler just jumped on the boat and started doing some research and stuff. And we knew he had to be buried around for some of them, but we didn't know anything about any family. We couldn't find any family. And so when you found the grave, we were ecstatic about it.
There's a little deer path right here, and that's in this stuff right here. So, yeah.
Is this city property?
grandchild, anybody who is related to them, we would like for them to know that he is still being honored, and that we're going to have all of this cleaned off. If they want to come and visit his grave, they can, and every year we'll place a wreath here for him and his beloved.
It's been a couple of hours since I brought the Prestonsburg Fire Department up here to see where Milt Nelson is buried, and I came back up here just to spend a moment, and I'm blown away because work has already started to clear this area. So Milt and his wife are buried in this group of trees behind me, basically in the woods. It won't be long until their area around their graves are cleared and the fire department can put a wreath on Milt Nelson's grave. And every year they're going to come back and they're going to honor him, and they're going to make sure that his grave stays decorated. And they're going to make sure that their community knows where he's buried.